Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Victoria Alaribe, aka Chat with V. Of course, if you are just seeing my face for the first time, do not forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you have been watching my videos without subscribing, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Alright, on today's episode, we're going to be discussing anger management. And I'll be telling us 5 ways you can manage your anger if you are the temperamental type. We start by defining anger. Anger is a strong feeling of displeasure, annoyance, or hostility. Every human being has a touch or a little sense of anger in them, but it can be managed. I feel like I can talk about this topic because I've been a victim of anger issues. Yeah, I come from a bloodline where people actually get so angry. So over time, I sat down and I had to reflect on my life, and I realized that no, this is not actually the way to go. Like the way we get angry, people can go from 0 to 100 in split seconds. As I began to grow up, as an adult, I began to feel like, no, there are better ways to manage situations without blowing up, without getting so upset, without getting so angry, and yet you are able to relate and buttress your point in a more reasonable manner. Note that people will intentionally get you angry. Yes, there are people like that. They will intentionally make you angry and then they'll play the victim. Be the bigger person and do not let them feast on you. Managing your anger is an intentional act. It is something that you are going to teach yourself in order to help yourself. Nobody's going to teach you. No school is going to teach you. It is something that when you realize that this is an error, you would want to make a conscious effort on how to manage your anger. Now, listen, if you're the kind of person who is maybe quiet in a scene that is supposed to make you go crazy, it doesn't make you the weaker person. In fact, it makes you the stronger person. So managing your anger is something that you have to be very, very passionate and very, very intentional about. Because of course, if you find yourself in that kind of space of chaos, anything can happen. You can lose your life, you can lose your properties, you can lose something that is very, very valuable to you. That is the reason why it is something that you should take very, very, very serious. A great philosopher in the person of Socrates once said in one of his famous quotes, he said, "Man, know thyself." Of course, if you know yourself and if you understand your temperament, it would help you know when to speak, when not to speak, how to behave, where to be, and where not to be at a particular time. Now, let's dive into the 5 ways we can manage anger. Number one, pause and take a deep breath. Yes, if for any reason you are angry or you find yourself in a space where you are being provoked, pause and take a deep breath. Take a deep breath for about 4 to 5 seconds. Continue to do it, breathe in, breathe out for about 4 to 5 seconds here, and do it maybe up to 5 times. That could help you relax your nerves. Number two, walk away from the scene. If you are in a place maybe where somebody got you angry and you feel very, very upset or provoked, one thing you should do is find a way to go out of that place. Leave that scene where you are being offended. Yeah, because the more you are there, the more your body is just telling you, act, act, act. That anger will be increasing. So if you can, walk away from the scene. Number three, ask yourself, is this situation really worth making me angry? Is it really worth the stress of being angry? Because being angry can be very, very stressful. It can leave you with headache, it can leave you with heartache, it can make you restless. So ask yourself again, is this situation worth my anger? Is it worth getting me angry? When you ask yourself that honest question, you get that honest response. This is the next thing you should do. Keep quiet. Make sure that you're not talking. Just be as mute as possible. If possible, you can, get water, put it in your mouth. Make sure you hold it down there. Do not speak. Do not say a word. That could help. The next one is count. Whenever you are angry and you are led to speak or you're led to shout, begin to count. Count number 1 to 50. If you still feel hot, go ahead, count 1 to 100. If you still feel hot, count 1 to 150, count 1 to 200. Continue to count in your mind. Just be counting. Just be counting. Continue counting. Count from 1 to 100, 1 to 200, 1 to 300, 1 to 400. Continue to count until you feel relaxed in your nerves. The next one is address whatever issue that made you angry. Maybe not immediately. I don't advise you to address the issue immediately, but definitely it should be addressed. I had to share this with you guys because it has helped me a whole lot. If there is one thing you know about people who stutter, because I used to be somebody who stutters. I don't know what they call it. I was in stammering. Yeah, I used to stammer a lot as a growing child, as a teenage girl. I stammered a lot. And of course, you know that people who have such speech issues, they easily get angry. So I used to be an angry girl, despite how beautiful I was, despite how elegant I looked. When I get angry, it's usually very, very horrible. But right now, I've grown past that. You can hardly find me in that space where I am so, so angry because I have put in the work, I have read books, I have attended seminars, I have I have done everything to help myself come out of that angry state because I can't imagine that a fine girl like me will just be angry. You know, you just no, no, no. It's not something that a fine girl should be known for. You can still address whosoever gets you angry by not shouting. You can deal with people very, very silently without even having to shout. So please, I hope we're able to imbibe all this I have said today in our everyday life as we hope on God to help us perfect everything. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Bye until I see you in my next video.